And welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Benny Brown, with cameraman Josh Keck. As we get ready to go, Twisters taking the ice here at the Seven Oaks Sportplex as we wait here for the Raiders as they step on the ice at the far end. Both these teams looking for their first win of the new season. Raiders fell on Thursday night in Stonewall 6-0. Meanwhile, the Twisters had a close battle game in between the River East Royal Knights falling on the road 3-2. And that one, though the Twisters did get heavily outshot 42-24. Raiders in the white and red, they'll be making their way from the right of the screen to the left. Meanwhile, the Pemmon Valley Twisters in the black and maroon making their way from the left of the screen to the right. And we'll be with you here following O Canada.
On behalf of the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, we would like to welcome Colton Cook and Nash Willis. Colton and Nash play for the U9 Raiders Maroon, and tonight were chosen to be honorary Raiders. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club is a strong supporter of all minor hockey in the Seven Oaks, North End, and Selkirk areas, where all of our players live and develop their skills. We would like to thank Colton and Nash and wish them the best of luck this season. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club would like to acknowledge that we are located and gathered on Treaty 1 territory and on the ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Ojibwe Cree, Dakota, and Dene people, and on the homeland of the Red River Métis Nation. As we gather in Treaty 1 territory, it is important to recognize and honor Treaty 3. In particular, Shoal Lake 40 First Nation, the source of Winnipeg's clean drinking water. Please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of O Canada.
And as we get ready to go here, looking at the starting lineups here, Pemmon Valley Twisters, they're coming out. They got their starting lineup. Rylan Keck with the forwards, as well as out there Dominic Rooney and Cox and Lozanko trying to get more of the veteran lineup out there. As also go and take a quick switch out, put Dominic Collins on before the puck drop. And Cole Candy skates in on the draw, ready to go. And Keck wins that one back, and we are underway here. Twisters quickly ahead in their own zone, and they'll clear that one all the way down. Played ahead behind by the goaltender. Now Seven Oaks with it. And the Raiders Junior Hockey Club to work it up on the near side. They'll clear that one out of the zone. Candy ahead. And he tries to get past Collins. Kennedy sneaks in, and that shot just over the goal. Candy picks up his own rebound, and he'll try and work that back to the point. Arveld with it. He can't hold it at the line. And Keck forks that ahead to Collins. Collins plays it in, and he gives chase with Larzenko going into the slot. Larzenko now picks it up at the high circle and fires that one in on goal, just deflected wide. Biggerty now with it behind the goal. And that one rolls off his stick. Picked up now by Wilson. Wilson able to clear it ahead. Candy walks into the zone. Looks, waits, drops it back. On the backhand, and that opportunity is shut down. Controlled by the Raiders, and now the Twisters will pick it up in the defensive zone. Trying to fork that ahead, and Wall can't get his stick on that shot through traffic. And that one's blocked by a Twister, and he gingerly stays in the play before turning back as the Twisters change. Into the zone comes DeSosa, and he brings that one off the post. Rebound right in front. No one home for the Raiders. And we got a penalty coming up. Big hit down low, and Raider went down, and the ref's hand went up. And here's a look at the penalty. Raiders will get their first power play of the day. No power play stats from their first game against Stonewall to report. Shots one apiece early on. 18:25 here on the clock. Off the draw. Raiders, they wing that back to the point. Work down low. Crum plays that one across. There's a shot, gets deflected. Coming now with it. He'll try and work that across. Back to the point. Shot through traffic. Rebound right there, and another pad save. Two great opportunities in quick succession there for the Raiders. And the Twisters are able to clear that all the way down. 95 seconds remaining on the Guilford penalty. And loose puck. Twisters first on that one as they'll try and get something going short-handed. Now on the far side. Usosa. He'll pass that across. Walking in, firing, and the Raiders strike first. Usosa gets the pass across. And Noah Benera puts that in the back of the goal. It's 1-0 Raiders early on. And here's a quick look as Usosa picks that one up, works it across to Benera, and Benera puts that one through. 1-0 Raiders, 17:43 on a power play goal. So Benera opens up the season here, scoring for the Raiders. First goal of the new campaign as the Twisters. Stepik trying to get it out of his own zone. He'll turn that one over. Shot fired wide of the goal by Seven Oaks. Puck cleared, and that one now held at the line by the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. In behind the goal for Pembina Valley. And Peter's trying to work out, and that one gets...
Assist number 16, Lucas D'Souza. Time of the power play goal, 2:17.
And correction there on the goal, that was there to the 24 of Cutter Anderson. Off the draw, that quick shot gets part of the iron. Bouncing puck, Wall can't get his stick on it. Held at the line. As Whiteside works that down. Twisters long stretch pass. And that one can't get to Darby Olsen. Played into the zone by Cox. Seven Oaks from behind their own goal. And they'll glove that one down. Zuck with the long stretch pass across off a couple Pembina Valley sticks. He gets it right back. And that's out of his reach as Wall takes a jam at that one. Played ahead by Van Robies. Seven Oaks. And now they get it out of the zone, and it's going to be an icing though. As Candy tried to get a stick on that one, wasn't able to. 16:24 remaining in the opening frame. Shots are 3-1. I'm your host, Bailey Brandlaw, through cameraman Josh Keck. Thank you for tuning in today's MMJHL game. Off the draw, quick shot. That one wide of the goal. Biggerty now. He'll play it behind for Keck. And on the skirmish for the puck, the Raiders come through with it as Zuck plays it ahead into the Twister zone. He'll give chase. And first one back there is Rhett Peters. Out there with Biggerty as he gets tangled up, trying to pick up the puck. Fouling away at it with Logan Ash. Ash comes through with the puck, and he'll take a spill. Candy quickly on that one. He'll get that one across, and Bavard couldn't get his stick on that. Puck worked all the way down the ice. Wilson picks it up. Wilson to work it ahead ice. Skates through traffic. Pass ahead. Seven Oaks into the zone. Twisters trying to clear that one off Collins, and the Raiders control right into the slot. And Henry couldn't get a shot away. Battling for the puck down low on the corner board. Seven Oaks centers his Ash. Continuing now. Baranko. And he'll play that back to the point. Let's play that puck down in loosely behind the goal. Battling the corner boards ensues. Guilford out there. And now picked up Henry's shot, and that went off the mark. He tried going top shelf. Puck worked in behind the goal. Raiders first on that one. Harassed by Cox. And Guilford comes in with a big hit. Twisters come through with the puck. Barzanko plays it ahead. Thomas walks in through traffic. And not much going there for the Twisters. Controlled now by the Raiders. And the Raiders work that ahead. Bavard walks in. In behind the goal, loses control of the puck. Thomas there with the defensive play with the help of Biggerty. Jamming at that. Raiders come free, back to the point. And Bruno shot through traffic, deflected wide. Twisters working behind the goal for Biggerty. Biggerty trying to get it out of his own zone. They'll turn that over for the Raiders. And off of Thomas right onto the stick of a Raider into the slot. Candy off the mark there. Had a great scoring opportunity. And a big hit there at the line. Puck worked out of the zone. Candy ahead. Candy walks in. Tries to get that pass across. And able to get the blocker on that is the Twisters goaltender. As the chippiness starting to get going here in this one. That one comes out of the zone. As Bruno works that ahead to Candy. Candy. He'll pass that across on the near side. And the skirmish for the puck. Candy trying to get his stick on that. Biggerty works it away to Guilford. Back to the point. Bruno shot through traffic deflections there. Candy couldn't get a shot away. Tangled up there by a Pembina Valley Twister. As that was Dominic Rooney tying up Candy. Quickly into the zone now comes Logan Bruno. He tries to center that one in front. That gets in behind the goal. Twisters dodge a hit is Thiessen, and Ryan Thiessen able to clear that all the way out. Bruno now with the puck back on his stick. He'll work that ahead. Off a Raiders stick into the zone. As we near the midway mark of the opening frame, it's 1-0 Raiders in their home opener. Quickly ahead come the Pembina Valley Twisters. They'll just work that into the zone. As Stepek coming in front of the goaltender. And that one will get smothered up by Benera at 12:36 in the opening frame. Shots are 4-1 in favor of the Raiders. They lead this one 1-0 thanks to the help of their power play. Van Robies, he wins the draw back. There's a shot through traffic wide of the goal. Battle for it down low. Cox works that ahead. Continuing to battle free with it. Now comes Zuck. Zuck with the puck on his stick. He'll work it ahead on the near side. Raiders through traffic. Trying to make a move there. Cox ties up his men. And he'll take Anderson into the boards. Anderson with the go-ahead goal. Great opportunity there. And the goaltender getting just enough of that one for Pembina Valley. Twisters can't get it out of the zone. Cromie with it. He tries to play that one in, and that one gets smothered up and held for a whistle by Cherkis. Here's a look at an opportunity here for the Raiders as they had a great opportunity. Cherkis had a great answer in return as the Raiders were trying to double up their lead on the Twisters. 11:57 on the clock. Raiders change out their forwards. Off the offensive draw, quick shot wide of the goal. Arveld, and he'll work that one in behind the goal. Battle for it. Comes out of the Twister zone. Seven Oaks quickly ahead as Candy whacks that in. On the near side. Played ahead off the stick of Larenko. Whiteside couldn't control that one, and the Twisters work it the other way. Collins forks it to the far side for Keck. As the top line out there for the Twisters, that's up into the netting at 11:25. And off the draw. Twisters can't hold it at the line. And they'll work that one all the way down into the zone. And a couple of sticks tangled up. Twisters fall down. Play continues on. Puck out of the zone. Seven Oaks quickly ahead as Whiteside looks for the head pass with Candy. And off the mark to Candy. Candy trying to work that one back. He can't. There's a shot from the point from Lavelde, and that's wide of the goal. And the Twisters pinned now by Whiteside. Candy going in there. He works it to Whiteside. Whiteside in front. Passes into the slot. Lavelde shot. Gloved rebound loose in front. And the Twisters on that, and they'll put that straight up and out of play. 10:38 on the clock in this one. 1-0 in favor of the Raiders, thanks to the stick of Anderson. Tie up on the draw. There's a ripper from the point, and that one hit Henry. Friendly fire there from the Raiders. Bouncing puck. Twisters. They'll ice that one all the way down. Picked up now and circled back. Here's Henry and crew as he walks in. And there's a shot from Larenko. Rebound in front. Raiders control, setting up Larenko in the slot. Pad save made on the opportunity. Continuing on now with it. Larenko works through a high stick. Puts on the brakes. He'll play it down low. Tries to get back, and the top of the circle won't go to the point. Bruno's shot deflected. Larenko trying to get a stick on it. Henry puts that over the goal as he gets taken down. Twisters trying to relieve the pressure in their own zone. Larenko circles around. Looking for the pass. And that one, great block there by one of the Twisters as Larenko works that ahead to Henry. Twisters get a much needed change in as we enter the back half of the opening frame. Bruno plays that into the zone, goes for a change. Twisters in their own zone. Raiders have had the pressure going here for the last couple minutes as Zuck can't glove that one down. Stepik first on it. Fires that one in a goal. Rebound was right there. Twisters couldn't get a decent shot away. Back to the point. And that shot blocked. Battle for it. Wall picks it up. Wall feeding to Stepik into his feet. And the battle with the Zuck comes free. Here comes Zuck. He'll make his way ahead ice. Ahead to Logan Ash. Ash into the zone. Ash cuts to the goal against Cox. And the goaltender able to get his paddle on that one. Van Robies to go the other way for Pembina Valley. And Van Robies gets taken down by a sea of Raiders. Zuck first on the puck from behind his own goal. And he'll turn that one over. Good work there to fight right back for it. And with that, Arveld gets it back here for the Raiders. As the Raiders get it quickly out of the zone and ahead. Anderson walks in. Waits, fires, pad save. Rebound was right there, and the Twisters go and play it. They'll knock the net off in the process. At 8:14, Twisters getting heavily outshot here by the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. 9-2 is the shots, and it's Seven Oaks leading by one thanks to the help of their power play, but they've been all over this Twisters team as Candy in on the draw, ready to go here for the Raiders. Candy beats Keck back to the point. Quick shot through traffic, deflected and held on for a whistle by Cherkis. Ready to go again here to the right of Cherkis. Off the draw. Ironson deflects that back and picked off now here by Larenko. And Larenko plays that in for the Twisters. And that's held. Be a whistle here coming the only third shot of the frame for the Twisters as they try and get some offensive pressure coming here. Following the offensive draw is Guilford And Cruz skate out. Thomas in on the draw. Ready to go against Ryan Cromie. And Cromie wins that one back. Battle for the puck on the near side. Guilford with it. Centers, and that one picked off by the Raiders. Raiders ahead on the near side. D'Souza. He'll play that back to the point. And a handful of twisters able to clear it out. Bills now with it, and Cole Bills, he'll work that ahead off a couple sticks. Ahead for D'Souza. And D'Souza jamming away at that. Cromie plays that down, tries to center it across. And that comes out. Rio plays that across. Cromie now with it. Can't hold on to that pass as that's off his stick. Twisters ahead. Bouncing puck. Cromie tags. And here come Bills. Picked that up himself. And great stretch there by the Twisters defender. Able to take it out for the time being. And that's played offside. 7:04 in the frame. Shots 10-3, 1-0. Raiders Junior Hockey Club in their home opener. Keck in on the draw, ready to go. As Devin Whiteside wins that one back. Zuck controlling. Long stretch pass into the zone, through traffic. Firing rebound right there. Twisters on that one and ahead. Marzenko through traffic. And he'll play that to the far side. No one home. Couple of Raiders as they'll take that ahead ice. Raiders quickly out of their zone. Worked ahead by Whiteside, and he tries to center that through traffic. Twister's able to get a blade of a stick on that one for the time being. As Lorzenko tries to get it out of the zone, he will. And Kushner works that across. Raiders go for a change. Twisters dump it into the Raiders zone. Zuck first on that one. He'll try and work that ahead. On the head pass into the zone. Henry walks in, waits, fires. And that one right into the pads of Chekas, and hold on by Cherkis for a whistle. Here's a look at the replay. And nice wait there by Henry. The puck, though, didn't quite come with him as much as he wanted to get a decent shot away. Henry in on the draw against Thiessen, ready to go. Thiessen wins that for the Twisters. Twisters in their own zone. Laval went with it. He'll work that one across. Right in front. And that one won't go. Great opportunity there for Seven Oaks. Still working with it. Ash, he'll play that one ahead. Battle for the puck down low. On the skirmish continues on. Raiders come free. Back to the point. Pass across. Laval this shot through traffic. Comes right back. And Wilson, he'll shoot that one into the shin pads of a Twister. Laval now with it. Works it down for Henry. Henry now behind his goal. Henry tries to center that one. There's a shot through traffic by Cromie. That's held on for a whistle at 5:18. Off the draw. Balfour continues on. Twisters. They'll play that deep into the zone. Well in after it. Skirmish for the puck. Anderson out there. And he'll work that ahead. Hit by not a high stick by the Twisters as Van Roby's held up for a second. Kenny pass across. Can't get it exactly to Anderson. And we've seen him a little bit with the Canucks last year as Lavelle works that ahead to Kenny to Anderson. On the touch pass won't go. Knocked down by Candy. Olsen works it the other way, and that'll be a turnover. And Wall scoops that one up, makes a nice little move. Tries to put that one past the goaltender, and can't get the Twisters on the board yet as Wall takes a hard hit behind the play. And with that, here comes Seven Oaks through traffic. Twisters quickly on it. Knocked down at the line. Battle for it continues on. And out of the zone. Twisters walk in. deflecting it, and they couldn't get a shot away. Guilford centers that, and he gets dumped. And here comes Seven Oaks with numbers. Cromie walks in. Ryan Cromie makes a nice move, fires that one in through traffic. Rebound right there. He'll scoop it up himself. Cromie now with it, works it down low. Centering pass won't go. Bruno, he'll take a shot that hits the lumber of Biggerty. Cromie another chance in tight, battling for it down low. Twisters will ice that all the way down. And will it have enough? Yes, it will at 3:33. Shots 15-4. As it's all Raiders in this one. They lead 1-0 as they try and find something going on the offense here, not on the power play, as their power play making the difference. They've been all over the Twisters though here, 5-on-5, but have not yet been able on 5-on-5 to solve Rowan Cherkas. Off the draw, Biggerty. He'll work that behind the goal. Guilford tries to fork it back to him. Some miscue there by the Twisters as Biggerty able to get on that one. Zuck now with it. Long stretch pass. Picked up. DeSosa walks in. Makes a move. Stays with it. Centers in front. Fires, and that one nipped off the glove of the goaltender. Long stretch pass, and it's going to be a hand pass against the Twisters. Nope, the Raiders able to get their stick on it first. As Thomas centers that. Worked ahead. Cromie stretch ice pass. DeSosa walks in. Wide open and shut down. Pressure mounting here, continues on for the Raiders as that one's sticked away by Cherkas. He's been instrumental in keeping the Twisters alive in this one. Battle for the puck continues on, and that gets out of the zone. Here's the opportunity going the other way for the 19 of the Twisters. Puck worked ahead. Spencer trying to get his stick on that. Won't go. Whiteside with it. And in there, the back door wide open. Forked away as Cherkas stands his zone. And the Twisters will ice it in return for a much needed break as they rest their legs in between the face-off draw. 2:09 on the clock. Here's a look at an opportunity of how close the Raiders came to getting another one past Cherkas, but he was able just to get enough of his pad there on that one and shut down the breakaway opportunity. Off the draw. Wilson with it. He'll work it down low. Candy plays it in behind the Twisters' goal. Raiders jump on that loose puck. And now in the miscue, Keck comes in as he gets a spill and dumps that all the way down. Icing waved off into the final 2 minutes of the opening frame. Raiders in through traffic. Arveld off the stick of Kushner. Gets past Cox. Centers in front. And a great opportunity for Larveld in front. Couldn't find the back of the goal. Yet now works out to the far side. Battle for the puck. Twisters get that to Larzenko. Larzenko called at the line. And he was just a stride in front of that. 83 seconds in the opening frame remaining. And off the draw. Puck worked into the zone. Twisters off the glass and right back out. Icing waved off. Picked up by Campbell. And that one fired right back in by the Twisters. Twisters tag at the line is Collins. And Collins gives chase as Campbell fell on the puck. Picked up by the Twisters. They fire that one in as we enter the final minute of the opening frame. Cox now to scoop up the puck. And he'll go to play that ahead. Off a couple sticks. Worked ahead on the near side by the Raiders. Ash into the zone. Cleared right back out by Pembina Valley. Biggerty now with it. He'll work that across. 30 seconds to go. Olsen works that into the zone as he gets brushed off the puck on a hit. Campbell works that ahead. Walking in, Logan Ash trying to split the D. And Cherkis goes out. Basically gets it out of the zone himself as Henry holds it at the line, though. Raiders trying to get one before the horn, walking in. Rebound, and Ash's shot doesn't get through the sea of bodies in front. Down to the final 15. Held at the line. And Braden Lavard's shot is in behind the goal, and that will do it here for the opening frame. It's the Raiders Junior Hockey Club leading the Pembina Valley Twisters by 1 on a power play goal. Shots are 17-4. All Raiders Junior Hockey Club in this one through the opening 20 minutes. And with that, we'll take a quick look at our goal scoring in this one. It was his first of the campaign, first goal for the Raiders of the new season. For the 24 of Cutter Anderson on the power play from Lucas DeSosa at 2:17. And that penalty at 1:35 was Josh Guilford, 2 minutes for cross-checking. And with that, we'll take a quick look here at the out-of-town scoreboard before we let you go for the intermission break. Got a full slate of games on in the MMJHL. The Jets and the Railer Express are knotted up at 0 apiece midway through the opening frame. Meanwhile, the Canucks and the Reals will be starting in 32 minutes time, and Graham Forsyth will be broadcasting that game live from the Reals Stadium in Southdale. Later on at 3:15, we got the Knights and the Victorias out in St. Vital as the Victorias try and bounce back after a loss on opening night. And then the Charleswood Hawks and the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins, both winners in their first game. They'll battle out trying to take a good lead here in the MMJHL as they battle for first place tonight at 6:30 from Central Arena. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, with cameraman Josh Keck, and we'll see you following the opening intermission. And welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Bentley Brandon, as we get ready to go here on with my cameraman, Josh Keck, for the second frame in between the Raiders Junior Hockey Club and the Pembina Valley Twisters. Shots are 17-4 in favor of the Raiders after the opening frame. They scored their lone goal on the power play as a Josh Guilford cross-check that happened 95 seconds into the game. And it was Lucas DeSosa getting the assist as he worked that across to Cutter Anderson. And with that is how we sit. Another fresh 20 minutes coming here. Both teams got their legs rested. We're ready to go. Van Roby's in on the draw against Candy. Candy wins that back. And the Raiders, they'll work that in through their own zone, trying to push that ahead. And now they will. Long stretch pass. Anderson now with it. Walks in. Waits, fires, and that one just over the goal. On the near side. Passes across, and the Twisters can't get their stick on that one. Into the zone now comes Pembina Valley. Battle for it down low. Trying to feed it to Wall. And now Wall turning back. He'll outskate that and pull it. Trying to work it to the point as he gets knocked down. And into the slot. Van Roby's going to get a stick on that. Anderson calms it down, works it across for Lavelde. And Lavelde's shot in on goal. Scooped up here by Pembina Valley. Candy at the point. He gets a piece of Wall, bumping him off the puck. Raiders work it right back in. Candy will leave that on for walking in now here is Fashak, and he'll put that wide. At the point, Raiders hold, fired wide of the goal. Turning back. Battle for it. Van Roby's. And he'll pass that across. Van Roby's takes a hard hit. And it's going to be an icing. Cromie skates in on the draw, ready to go. And Cromie wins that one back. It gets cleared all the way down the ice. And Seven Oaks there, goaltender Bonero, he'll leave that one on. Long stretch pass as they go up the near side. Puck cleared in behind the goal, and it's an icing this time against the Raiders Junior Hockey Club at 18-18. Keck on the draw, ready to go. As Ron Keck takes on Ryan Cromie. Cromie wins that one back. On the near side, Raiders. They'll work it in behind the goal. Continuing to push it ahead. Twisters pick that one off. Walking in, and Collins couldn't get a shot away. Fashek now with it on his stick, and worked ahead. Friction there by Carter Anderson, and Anderson plays it back. Anderson, the low goal scorer in this game. He'll walk ahead. And Anderson centers in front, and they score. The Raiders strike again. A good play there by Anderson, and he feeds that one along. And DeSosa able to work that one home. And here's a look at the replay. As you can see, working that across there was Anderson across to DeSosa for the goal. And this other assist going to the 5 of Cole Billis. And the Raiders quickly ahead into the zone. As Laval clears that one in. Twisters overskate the puck. Turning and firing is Candy. That one's blocked. Zuck quickly on it. Glove down by Pembina Valley. And Thomas trying to work that out. He'll clear it all the way down the ice. And icing waved off. on the near side.
Lucas D'Souza and assist number 24, Carter Anderson, and number 5, Cole Billis. Time on the Raiders goal,
Worked
2
ahead
minutes
on the
12
near
seconds.
side. And Whiteside. He works his way through one twister. Fired in now on the far side. 3 minutes gone in the middle frame. Twisters trying to work it out of their own zone. And now Cox. He can't get his stick on that one. And works away now from Whiteside. And cleared ahead by Pembina Valley. Guilford's got to go to outdo the icing. And yes, they'll give it to Guilford. Guilford pinned. Got a couple twisters to help him out. And Zuck comes free with it. Zuck up the near side for Fishak. Fishak walks in. Passes it into the slot. Right back for Henry. Henry couldn't get a shot away. Long stretch pass for Pembina Valley. Rooney puts on the brakes. Trying to center it. Won't go. Off the stick of Cromie. Puck played back by Thomas. And Rooney with it in behind his goal. And Rooney trying to fire that one in on goal. He can't. Avard, he'll calm that one down. Avard now with it. He'll pass that across to Logan Ash. Ash runs into Spence, and that'll be the end of his opportunity there as he tags at the line, tries to get another go. On the head pass now, Rooney with it. He'll work it ahead for Pembina Valley. Biggerty colliding now with his own player as the Twister's able to clear it in. Biggerty goes for a change. 15:33 on the clock. Off the stick of Ash. Trying to work it to Wilson. Wilson now. He'll have the head pass. All right, go trying to work that one up. And that one won't go for him. Wilson now right back after that. Wilson scoops it up. Ahead on the near side comes Henry, the Raiders captain, as he brushes off a hit. Worked it to the far side. Laval through traffic, back to the point. And Lorenco trying to get it back to him. Lorenco into his skates. He can't hold on to it. And it worked into the zone by Billis. Loose puck scooped up by Henry. Battle for it. Controlled by the Raiders. Glove down. Billis walks in, waits in the pass. No one can connect on that one. Lorenco skates by some twisters, trying to make some space. Continues all the way behind the net. Now bumped off the puck and in the skirmish for it. With the help, Cromie comes free in the front, and they could get a shot away. Rebound, jamming away at its Henry. Puck still loose. Sticks all out there, and there's going to be a penalty coming. And I think they're going to get the twisters on this one. Looks like they got Sorlete. Here's a replay. And it looks like he might have got a slash or a hook. It's going to be a hook right there. So the Raiders power play 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Seeing if they can nab another one. Off the draw. Battle on the near side. Zuck with it. He'll work it down low. DeSosa across, and that one deflected just wide. And the puck cleared all the way down the ice. Wilson now with it. Wilson. He'll make his way up ice. Got Cromie with them, as well as DeSosa. As Cromie now holds that one back. DeSosa cuts in front. Zuck. Back to Cromie. 80 seconds remaining here on the power play opportunity. Calling for it, and there's a shot that's blocked and cleared by the Twisters. Long stretch pass, and into the zone come the Raiders. Raiders staying with it is Anderson. He'll work it back to the point. Cromie now with it. Pass to Zuck. Zuck to Cromie. He'll work it across. And trying to get the shot away, and the Twister hits the ice. It's going to be some possibly 4-on-4 here, and it will be following that puck getting tagged by the goaltender. So it's going to be a tripping call, and Zuck goes to the box for 2 minutes, 35 seconds of 5-on-3. He's going to take a little whack at the Twister's skate right there. He gets just enough of it that falls down because he had a little bit of a weak call, some may argue. But we're back to 4-on-4. Biggerty plays that in, past Anderson. Into the slot, Twisters trying to get back to within one in this one. Cutting in front, Olsen jamming away at it. Van Robies couldn't get a shot away. Van Robies works that back to the point. Spence now turns that over. Here come the Raiders. As the Raiders are now short-handed, they score. No, they don't. In and out. We'll take a look at the replay as the Twisters fire that one down and they hit the iron. Mavald works that into the zone. 65 seconds power play opportunity for the Twisters, and they haven't even had control of the puck yet on this power play. As Wall now works it ahead for this team. In behind the goal. Twisters with it. Rooney, he'll work it down low. Rooney gets it right back. Now to Latte. Latte centers and off the skate of Henry there, and or correct, off the skate of a Raider, and that's worked across to Latte as Candy clogs up the lanes. Whiteside trying to jump in on Cox there as he falls down, able to work it though down low. Back to Latte. Across to Cox. His shot through traffic. Beats the goaltender wide of the net. Latte jamming away at 10 seconds on the man advantage. Latte works it behind the goal for Rooney. And picked off by Seven Oaks. And here come the Raiders as they'll kill that power play off as that puck's deflected up and out of play. We hit even strength at 10:51, 2-0 in favor of the Raiders. Shots 20-6. And here is a look at how close the Raiders came to making it 3-0. And that one there gets just enough of the crossbar, a little bit more, and it would have been bar down and in, but instead bar down and out. Past Wilson. Savard now with it, works it across. Ash cuts ahead, looking for that head pass, gets to him, and couldn't handle that one. Deflected and down. Marvell, he'll leave that one on for Wilson. Pressured by a Twister. Guilford comes in there with some help, and it's Biggerty tries to work that to center it. And the Twisters work it ahead to Biggerty. They'll clear it in. Thomas and Guilford give chase. Raiders quickly ahead. And Logan Nash walks in, puts on the brakes, spins, and hit an opportunity. There's a shot through traffic, blocked by the bodies in front. Cleared all the way down, icing waved off. Guilford first back, and a couple of Raiders there. Raiders will control with numbers. Seven Oaks works it into some skates, plays delayed offside. And we had a penalty called there. We'll see if we can see it. It's going to be, I think, a tripping on Pembina Valley maybe, or a hold that caused that. And it is. Thomas is going to go to the box for 2 minutes, pleading his case that he was just a hockey play and they're both taken down, but instead it'll be the Raiders power play. Raiders 1 for 2 on the power play. Time of the penalty was at 10:26. Raiders controlling. They'll work that ahead. Puck worked into the zone, and that one is smothered up by the Twisters goaltender at 9:17. So Twisters got a couple new penalty killers out there. As Thiessen comes out with Keck. Thiessen in on the draw against Ryan Chrome, and he'll be Chromie in that one. Chromie now with it. He'll work it across. Arveld. He'll play it down low. Asking for it back. He'll get it back at the line. He'll work it across. There's a shot from Bruno. Doesn't get through. Another opportunity. That one again. Same spot on the crossbar. And comes out. Arveld works that across. And that one, a big pad save on the opportunity. As the Raiders testing Chekas. And now loose puck. Controlled by Seven Oaks. As they'll work it back to the point. Avald plays that ahead. There's a shot. And that one misses the net. Clears it all the way down. Avald now with it. Works ahead of Chromie. Twisters. Now ahead for Rooney. Forked away from him. Up ahead comes Chromie on the near side. Backhand, forehand. Stickles handles that one back to the point. Gets it right back. And on the give down low. Won't go. Chromie now with it. He'll play it down low. And the Raiders controlling in a dangerous area here. 15 seconds to go on power play opportunity number 3. 1 for 2 on the night. Trying to improve that percentage. And that comes all the way out the ice. So there's the answer to that question. As the Raiders work that ahead back to even strength. Larenko now with it. Circles around. Bumped off by Keck as the 217s. Or by Olsen there as they both go at it. Putting on the brakes is Henry. Henry goes right up Broadway and ahead. Bilios walks in. And Bilios couldn't get a shot away. Twisters cleared in. 7 to go here in the second. We got penalty coming up. And here's a look at the replay here of it's behind the play there. Didn't quite see it there. It's a cross check. So the Twisters are back. They got their second man advantage, trying to get back in this one. As Cole Bilios will be in the box for 2 minutes. Time of the penalty, 12:59. Off the draw. Pembina Valley still with it on the near side. Lete works that ahead. Loose puck picked up and controlled by the Raiders. Raiders walk in. And they'll circle that one back as Kushner plays it across. Long clear. Lete gloves that one down to work it ahead. 90 seconds remaining here on the man advantage as Wall gets that one sticked away from him. Battle for it continues on. Guilford trying to get his stick on that one. Van Robies comes free shot through traffic wide of the goal. As Olsen and Zook get tied up in the slot. Raiders clear that all the way down. And Whiteside decides to take a defensive posture instead of attacking that one as Lete works it around the other way into the final minute of power play opportunity. Long stretch pass will be an icing and no good work there to come free with it and at the doorstep for the Twisters on the rush from Rooney with the opportunity. Guilford back, Rooney shot wide. Arzanko with it. Works it down low. Now Rooney. He'll play that one in front for Guilford. Guilford jamming away at it. And that one is smothered up at 5:28. 27 seconds of power play opportunity remaining. Shots are 20-9 in favor of the Raiders. Off the draw. Pembina Valley with it. Shot through traffic. Wide of the goal, Biggerty. Biggerty plays that down low. Twisters controlling with it. And an air pass there. Biggerty jumps on it. Biggerty works that down low for the 19 of Pembina Valley. Into the slot. Even strength we go. And the Twisters jamming away at that one. Comes in behind the goal. Some offensive pressure now for Pembina Valley. First we've seen of that tonight. And now going the other way. Anderson streaking on the far side. There's a shot. And could you believe it? He hit the same spot of the crossbar third time in a row for Seven Oaks on the opportunity. And into the slot was DeSosa. And he couldn't hit that one after ringing it off the crossbar. Zook holds it at the line. Final 5 minutes here of the middle frame. Controlled now and worked ahead into the zone. On the wraparound opportunity right in front. And a robbery there by the Twisters goaltender doing his job with another great scoring opportunity for the Seven Oaks Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Here's a look at how they came in, and the Raiders just rung that one off the crossbar. And off the drop. Twisters trying to clear it out. Balfour continues on. Into the zone comes Pembina Valley. Working across the wall. Batted in, it scores. This is going to be a high stick. And here's a look at the replay. Wall nabbed that with the high stick, though. So faceoff comes out of the zone. Twisters, they'll work that ahead. Ash to give chase. And it's going to be an icing. 3:32 on the clock as the Twisters make their way back to the defensive end of the ice. Thomason on the draw against Henry. Thomas wins that one as the Twisters working out on the near side. Thomas centering that one. It's Cromie, no one home. Battle for it. Cromie now. Cycle or correction there. Ash works that one back. And Seven Oaks controlled through the contact. Referee's hands stay down. There's a shot through traffic. Rebound in front on the opportunity. Thomas comes free. Can't get it out of the zone. And Ash touches it. There's going to be a penalty coming here. And there's a look at the replay as Lorenko makes his way to the box for the cross check. Is it for a stick here? We'll get off the draw. Twisters, they'll work that ahead. A shot by Guilford wide of the goal.
Raiders penalty number 17, Owen Lorenko, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 7 seconds.
And there's a long stretch pass to Guilford. And Wall through traffic. But cleared all the way down the ice. 2:20 on the clock. Puck worked through traffic. And on the tie up. And Guilford can't hold the zone. Back to Latte. Latte ahead into the final minute here of their man advantage. And Latte will play that across. Twisters. Look, trying to center the wall. Fires wide of the goal. Rebound. No one there. Circling with it. Van Robies plays it down low. And he'll get it right back. Van Robies looking to Latte. Latte with the puck on his stick. Back to Van Robies. Van Robies shot through traffic. That one gets blocked. And the Raiders with the odd man rush the other way shorthanded. Anderson streaking across and the pass to him broken up by Van Robies. And here come the Twisters. They have an opportunity. They really got to go. Across to Wall. Wall fires, save, rebound. Smothered up by Banera. 70 seconds remaining in the frame. 17 seconds on the penalty to the 17 of Lorenko. And there's a look at that opportunity for Wall that got shut down by Banera. Off the draw, quick shot. And that one, pad save on the opportunity. Biggerty couldn't get his stick on that one. Cleared all the way down. And we hit the 1 minute mark. Cox now from behind his own goal. He'll work it ahead. And we're back to even strength as the Twisters power play falls to 0-2. Biggerty with it. His shot wide of the goal. Rooney holds on to that one. He'll ring that one around the high glass. Biggerty quickly in on that. Seven Oaks. They'll try and work that ahead. And through traffic. Anderson walks in. It's 2-point night for him. Final 25. And the Twisters fan on that. Walking in. Comey centers in front. Powell boarded away behind the goal. And that puck comes out. And that will clear in to the zone, and that will end 40 minutes of play in this one. Shots in the second period. Only 4 shots for the Raiders. Able to connect, though, on the second shot of the frame. They have a total of 21 shots through 40. Pembina Valley Twisters, they got stuff sorted out offensively in this one. They had 8 shots, bring them up to 12 still. Haven't found the back of the cage yet. And your goal scoring summary here in this one. It was Lucas De Sosa getting the second for the Raiders of the game from Carter Anderson and from Cole Bellios. That is the lone goal to report in the frame. And we'll take a quick look here at the out-of-town scoreboard. And as we go to get the out-of-town update from the out-of-town scoreboard, penalty power play opportunities to report. Twisters 0 for 2, Raiders 0 for 2 in the frame. And we got an update here from Transcona. They're up 3-2 midway through the second period. King and Polo would have the goals for the Jets. McClure and Vandenbush with the goals for the Rail Express. McClure has 2. And meanwhile, the Canucks and the Reals have just got underway. They're 90 seconds into that one from Southdale. St. Vital at home again, as we mentioned, trying to bounce back as they take on the Rivers Roll Knights, who try and build on their win against the Pembina Valley Twisters. That's 3:15 in St. Vital. So that game starting in 7 minutes time here. And then the Twins and the Hawks trying to continue on their perfect seasons. They were a battle all year last year for the top spot, especially in that back half of the season. Once both those teams pulled a little bit away from Transcona, and it will be great to see how those two teams go. And that game will continue on tonight at 6:30 with the MMJHL action. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brant along with your cameraman Josh Keck. And we'll see you all in about 13 minutes time following the second intermission. It's the Raiders Junior Hockey Club doubling up on their lead from the first period, 2-0 over the Penn Valley Twisters following the opening 40. And we get ready to go here for the start of the third period. Twisters trying to battle back, down by 2. And this one, and they'll win that draw back. Battle for it continues on. Loose puck, Romy plays that ahead. And on the near side. Worked into the zone. Scooped up by Seven Oaks. Forked to the far side by Banera. And that's going to be a penalty as the Raiders are going to go back to the power play here as Cox tags that one up. So the Raiders power play gets ready to go here. 1 for 3 on the night as they get ready to improve. Ryan Cromie wins that one back. Marvell now with it. He'll work it down low. He'll get it right back from Cromie and the pass across to the far side. Marvell this shot through and that one sticked away. Rebound comes out of the zone. Raiders. They'll pass that one across. Marvell now. Here's it back for Cromie and into the zone. Continuing ahead, now comes Anderson with 2 points in this game. And that puck comes all the way out.
4 minutes remaining. Time of the penalty, 30 seconds.
Long stretch pass. Cromie off his stick. And the Twisters clear that one all the way down. Puck calmed down here by the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Got 3 minutes here of the man advantage of the double minor. As the pass across into the zone. Anderson with it now. He circles around. Tries to get a feed in front. As Lorenko into the slot. Looking for the pass. Continued on now behind the goal by the Raiders as they try and feed that to Lorenko. Twisters there. Good defense breaking that one up. Leteo with a nice hit there. Trying to break that opportunity up as Cromie first on the rebound. He'll work it down low to the other side. In behind the goal, back in front. Lorenko across. And shot by Laval wide. Jamming away at it. It stayed there and holding on. Able to freeze that when we got a stoppage in play as Cherkis makes the stop. 2:23 remaining in. No Wilson penalty. And there's a look down low at the replay. Henry wins the draw. And can't get that to Lorenko. Lorenko now gets that off a couple sticks via Henry. And now Lorenko from behind the goal. Lorenko works that back to the point. Seven Oaks pass across, shot through traffic wide of the goal. 2 minutes remaining in the man advantage. Back to the point. Raiders continuing wrong with it. As Bilios with it. Bilios. He'll look that back to Logan Ash. Ash back to Bilios. Bilios with the assist, trying to add a goal to that rebound in front. Twisters clear that all the way down the ice. 100 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Twisters. New penalty killers out there. Lorenko. He'll feed that ahead. Lorenko. His pass across, controlled here by the Raiders. By Ash. And that one calmed down. Walking into that on the one-timer won't go for Logan Ash. The Raiders control, though, on the rebound. Continuing to get some pressure mounting. There's a shot. Bills rebound lays in front. Twisters ice it all the way down. And they got 1 minute left to kill off. 4 shots so far on the man advantage for the Raiders. As the Raiders work their way head ice. And quickly now into the zone. And Bruno gets taken out of the play there on that hit before jamming it low to Henry. Bruno there going for a change. As the Raiders cycle it around up top. Blanco, and he couldn't get a shot away. Henry gets it right back to him. Lorenko now backhand scores. What a goal! And the Raiders are up 3-0. Owen Lorenko puts that one backhand, top shelf, pops the bottle on the power play. Look at that as he works that to the backhand and is able to pop the bottle. Long stretch pass, and Olsen's offside as he chips that ahead. 15:44 on the clock. And the Raiders continue to average a goal a period here as they build their lead up to 3. And off the drop. Puck quickly into the zone here for Pembina Valley. And Van Robies couldn't work that in front. On the near side. Kushner and his pass doesn't connect to Whiteside, and Whiteside's offside. Van Robies to take it the other way. And he takes a spill. Loose puck. Long stretch pass. So I had Logan Ash and Henry on the assist. And Chirkus there with the great play, trying to keep his team still in this. Going ahead. Biggerty leaves that one back to Olsen. And his shot pad save. No one there to take an opportunity at the rebound for the Twisters. And here they come going the other way. Whiteside walks in, pass across. And the Raiders couldn't get a stick on that one. Ironson shot. And that went off the blocker into the corner boards. Twisters ahead on the near side. Olsen walks in. And he couldn't get enough on that one. Wilson now scoops it up for Seven Oaks, overskating that puck. And Tom's trying to work that one free as he takes a shot at Raider. Now ahead. Laval walks in. He'll leave it back. Einerson fires. Blocker save. Rebound. And Chirkus able to freeze that one at 14-12. Off the draw. Quick shot. And that one pops in. It's Einerson. And he'll put that one perfectly placed in the top shelf. And hearing to say it got deflected. Candy gets the goal as he comes out first. And it is 4-0 Raiders, just under 6 minutes into the third. Here's a look at the replay. Kenny wins that one back and pops that one home. On the shot from Anderson, floats that one over the goaltender. As Wilson works that ahead.
Raiders goal scored by number 8, Cole Kennedy, unassisted. Time of the goal, 5 minutes 52 seconds.
And my bad there. I thought that got pulled back to Anderson, but I guess not there. And marked down an assist for Cole Kennedy. And here come the Raiders with 2 again. Crashing in front. Jamming away a loose puck away there. Chirkus couldn't find it. And again, the Raiders cycle that one around. Wilson, he'll work that across. And that shot by Bruno pops up, lays on top of the net. You got to be careful here with the high glass. We've seen that before where they have popped it off the glass and into the goal. And there's a look at the replay.
Today's winning ticket is ticket number 373158. Again, today's winning ticket is ticket 373158. Congratulations on your prize.
And that puck comes all the way out. Loose puck at the line. Latte plays that ahead, but it's offside. Twister's got a tag. Cromie trying to hold that one out. And he'll work it ahead, jamming at it. Latay, he'll work that ahead off a couple sticks. Loose puck on the near side. And Cox clears that down. That's going to be a nice against the Pembroke Valley Twisters with 12:38 to go in regulation. Shots in the frame, 9 for the Raiders. 2 goals on those 9 shots. Meanwhile, Pembroke Valley Twisters 1. Off the draw, there's a shot from the point. Rebound, way loose, they score! And the Raiders have expanded their lead. It's now 5-0. And it's DeSosa, I think, who got the final touch on that one. Here's a look at the replay. Wall trying to work that ahead. Bouncing puck off a couple sticks. And that one goes up into the Twisters bench at 12:19 to go. As the Raiders have 3 goals on 11 shots.
Raiders goals for number 16, Lucas D'Souza, and assist number 12, Brayden Marvell, and number 27, Ryan Cody. Time of the Raiders goal, 7:27.
And the Twisters can't get that out of the zone. Raiders hold. They'll play that to the far side. Battle for the puck continues on. And that one works its way out of the zone. Marenko passes that across. And Henry's pass is knocked down by Wall. Zook now with it. As he'll step into the zone. Plays it to the far side. And Biggerty couldn't get his stick on that one to cleanly play that. Scooped up now by Thiessen. Ryan Thiessen plays it to the far side. As we near the middle mark here of the frame. And Twisters started a little bit of a change. Big hit by Wall. Battle for the puck continues on. Guilford, he'll push that ahead. Henry into the zone. Wall jamming away at it. Van Robies works that back. And the Twisters turn that one over. And Owen Larenko with the goal tonight, trying to get another one. Couldn't cleanly possess that puck. In behind the goal, Biggerty brushed off that one. Raiders control. Avald, he'll play that one down low. And he'll get it right back across from Wilson into the slot. Wilson can't hold that one. And he'll scoop that up. Avald looking for the long stretch pass. Deflected in by Larenko. He goes for a change. And no, they're going to say he didn't touch it. 10:20 on the clock. Shot total is 32-13. Raiders up 5-0. Quick shot there by Olsen. Another spinning and firing there is Van Robies wide in that big collision there. And now there's a penalty as Larenko drew what would be the knee as they continue to go at it. Larenko's got his helmet off and he's arguing the call with the referees. We take a look at the replay. Pretty easy call to make. As Olsen gets ushered to the sin bin and finds the right one over there. And Marenko, and we'll see if they're going to get it extra or if they're going to even it up. As the referees go into their circle. Another twister goes into the penalty box there. That's Guilford. .951 gone here in this frame, and the doors have been blowing open now with 3 goals from the Raiders in the frame. And the physicality amping up in return. And now Henry getting and Vlad Stepic getting the answers here from Alcamont, the referee. So we're going to be evened up, it looks like. As they're still talking over there, Thomas and Devin Whiteside ready in on the draw. And we are back underway as Kushner plays that back into his own zone. And picked up now here off a skate of a twister. Scooped up and just cleared in. Pembina Valley now with it in their own zone. They'll try and dish this one ahead. Stepic can't get it. And that's past Thomas. Battle for the puck continues on. Kushner now with it in his own zone. And the stretch pass quickly out here. Picked up by Whiteside. Whiteside makes a move, cuts to the backhand, tried to copy Onlarenko with his goal, and that one won't go. And Pembina Valley clears it out of the zone, played right back in, and that caught Fishek. So it'll be an offside against the Raiders at 9:18. And the puck worked ahead into the zone. Twister's quickly on it though, and Wall right ahead as he takes out Anderson. Now ahead is Candy. Candy, he'll work that in. Trying to center that one. And there's a shot in on net. So that, and Wall is a nice hit. And there's the answer to how those penalties sorted each other out to even it off. As Wall tries to lay a hit there, he hits the ice instead, and that puck comes out of the zone. Twisters across to Biggerty. Here's the opportunity. Ironson walks in. Waits, fires wide of the goal. Zuck now. His shot wide of the goal. Anderson on the rebound. Back to the point. Anderson with it. Across. Zook. His shot through traffic. And Candy in front for the deflection. Can't get it to go. 7:57 on the clock. It's the Raiders above the Twisters in this one, 5-0. 34-13 are the shots. As Cromie in on the draw. Twisters win that one back, and Zook gloves that down. Zook trying to center that across to Cromie, won't go. Zook's shot is deflected in behind the goal. Fashek trying to set something up there. The shot wide of the goal. Back to Zook, and Zook will work it in down low for Anderson. Anderson, 2-point night for him. He started scoring off here. Glove down. And that one pushed ahead by the Raiders. Twisters trying to work it ahead ice. And that won't work for them. Cromie can't split the D. And that cleared all the way down and off of a body into the Twisters bench. Going to come out of the zone. And we are ready to go. And Twisters trying to get some offensive action going. Just one shot in this period. They had 4 in the first. Were able to double it in the second. But haven't been able to build on that as of yet. And we're late in the third. Raiders quickly into the zone. Looking, trying to send that to D'Souza. He is 3-point night for him with 2 goals. On the near side, Wilson, he'll get his pass across, and the Valve works that up. And through traffic comes Anderson. On the near side, Pembroke Valley, Biggerty tries to clear that ahead. D'Souza breaks that one up. Biggerty gets it right back. Here comes Biggerty. He's taking himself this time. Biggerty walks in, leaves it back. Pembroke Valley trying to work that to the point, now down low. Val picks that one off, can't get it to Cromie. Continuing through traffic is Thomas. He gets tangled up and taken down. Wanting a call. Referees exchanges some words with him as going the other way in through traffic backhand. And again, staying strong as Cherkis. Puck cleared all the way down the ice. 6 to go in regulation. Arveld trying to work that ahead. On the near side, here comes Henry. Henry walks in. In front. Raiders couldn't get a shot away. Ash's shot through traffic off the glass. Dangerous opportunity. Twisters though control, and they're going to get pickpocketed by that one as Henry works it back out with a big reverse hit. Past Ashes, a shot knocked away. Rebound still controlled here by the Raiders. Back to the point. Bruno's shot in on goal is swallowed up and held on for a whistle at 5:25. And here's a look again at what started off the pressure from the Raiders. And Cromie there with a great opportunity trying to split the D and get something going again on the breakaway. And pad his stat sheet as Ash couldn't get his stick on that one. There's a shot and it's in. Deflected in front and tack on another one while we're at it for the Raiders. That's 6 for them. And after losing their first game 6-0, Henry's able to get the tip in, and they've scored 6 themselves here. And here's a look at the replay. There's the shot from the point on the weight and the deflection in front from Henry. Balfour on the near side boards continues on. Pass across by the Twisters. As Henry scoops that one off, the latest goal scorer in this one. Twisters trying to clear that one out, won't go. Biggerty in behind the goal. Long stretch pass, Henry now with it. Worked into the zone, Ash puts on his brakes. Ash now with it. And he'll be looking back to the point. There's a shot through traffic deflected. And the Twisters trying to get it out of the zone. And they got 2-on-1. They got to skate though. Here comes Biggerty. And he'll fan on that one. Keck plays that behind and smothered up. So Cole Billis gets his second assist, as well as Logan Nash with his second assist. Off the drop. Puck worked ahead. And trying to work that into the zone. Glove down by Fashek. Fashek plays that one in. And Checkass leaves that one. Control the head and worked up now by the Twisters. Twisters, they'll work that one all the way in deep. Big hit down low as they're trying to get the momentum going, something to take away from this game. Battle for the puck continues on. Twister hits the ice. Kushner plays that across. Zuck works it into the slot. Backhand opportunity won't go. Twisters calm down the bouncing puck. Can't get it out of the zone. Now they can as Thiessen jams that ahead forward. Laval now with it. Twisters, almost too many men. And Wall now getting some sticks in there. He's going to get a penalty as Seven Oaks calls their goaltender to the bench. And Kushner centers that one in, bouncing puck. And Thiessen touches that. Wall is going to go to the penalty box for 2 minutes for a slash. So Raiders power play 1 for 4 on the night. As Kennedy ready to go. Correction there, 2 for 4. As they did score in the back half of that double minor. Jamming away at it. Anderson can't get past Stepik. Stepik clears that one all the way down. Laval now after that puck. 2:40 to go in regulation. This team has us all just trying to get out of here. Now in front of with the win from the home crowd. As Kennedy works that ahead. Laval plays that across. Laval still with it. Into the slot to Wilson. That one picked up by Thomas. Here comes Thomas. Short-handed opportunity. And too many back there as there was 2 Raiders back and the pass ahead to stretch it to Kennedy. And Kennedy was a step offside. 67 seconds remaining on the Katima Wall penalty. 2:11 in regulation. Now this is going to come back into the Raiders zone on the draw. Thiessen out there ready to go. Swells with the 19 for Pembina Valley. And Cox on the defensive pairing. Out there with Urenko. Work quickly ahead into the zone. Stretch pass. Won't go. Off a couple sticks to Anderson. Cross to Cromie. Cromie plays that one back. This across. Anderson who started it. Can he get one more? No, he cannot on that one. Blocked, and here's an opportunity. Twisters with 2. Going the other way. Walked in, and that one was roofed. A great opportunity wasted there for Pembina Valley by Sawyer Latte. And that one just wide of the goal. Battle for it down low. Raiders control. Back to the point. Cycling around. Zuck, he'll pass that across. Circling back to Sosa. Back to the point. Work down low. As we near even strength. Zuck shot. And the shot there by Zook there is held on. And Katima Wall came out of the penalty box. There's still 1 second on the clock. And that's what they're saying. And the referee is able to catch that. As well, we'll have to wait for 64 seconds before he can come back on for the 64-second mark. And they got that sorted out now. And we're back to even strength. Zuck plays that across as we're in the final minute. Jamming away at it. Loose puck. Comes out of the zone. Even strength here. Into the zone. Comes Seven Oaks, and that one forked away. Here comes Wall. Wall walks in. Tries to get a wrap around it. He takes a high hit there at the line. Worked in by Peters. Zook with it. 25 seconds to go. Owen Lorenko walks in. Backhand. Wide of the goal. Scoops up his own rebound. And Larzenko now with it. Calms it down. 15 to go. As Larzenko to Wall. Wall works it into the zone. Behind the goal. Lorenko on that one. As he buds in with Wall. And that's going to do it in this one here. Final shots 42 to 13. And it was all Seven Oaks. And we'll have our 3 stars coming up here soon as they take this one by a score of 6-0 over the Pembina Valley Twisters. So a 4-goal period in the third for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. They get their first win after getting blanked by Stonewall 6-0 in their first game. They win their home opener, blanking the Pembina Valley Twisters 6-0. And our 3 stars in today's game, starting it off, their third star in today's game with a goal and 1 assist from the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, number 4, Ashton Henry. Today's second star in today's hockey game, he had a goal and assist, including the game-winning goal from the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, number 24, Carter Anderson. And the first star in today's game, he had assists to go with his 2 goals in this one from the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, number 16, Lucas DeSosa. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brandloth, with my cameraman, Josh Keck. Signing off for now. It is the Raiders Junior Hockey Club beating the Twisters by a score of 6-0. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this game. We will be with you shortly, bringing more MMJ action throughout the week. And before we let you go, we'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. And in between the Express and the Jets, they are now up 7-3, the Rayler Express, with 13-18 remaining in the third. The Reals lead the Canucks 1-0, following one. And the Royal Knights and the St. Vital Junior Victorias knotted up at 1 apiece. And the nightcap game is the Charleswood Hawks in Fort Garry, as both those teams look for their second win of the new campaign. Again, I'm your host, Ben Brandt, along with my cameraman Josh Keck, and as we look at the schedule ahead, we got the next game for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club will be broadcasted. They take on the St. Vital Junior Victorias in St. Vital at 7:30 on Thursday. And Graham the G Show Forsyth will be covering that. And I'll be in Stonewall as they host the St. Boniface Reals. For the Pembina Valley Twisters, we'll have their next game covered. It's their home opener as they take on the Transcona Railer Express. That game will be at 8:30, depending on when the high school game before that finishes, as the Morris Mavericks have their home opener against the Mountain Mustangs, which we'll be broadcasting on our YouTube channel for free, so you can come and watch all of those games. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, signing off for now. Take care and have a good evening.